Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hello everyone and welcome. This is Ashrama Shukla, your Current Affairs and Banking Awareness faculty on Entry platform, and in this video I'll be talking to you about all the major news events that have taken place in the past days. The discussion is going to involve all the major news events that have taken place and are important from your examination point of view as well. Therefore, this discussion is important for your exam preparation. This is a whole theory session so that you get covered on more of the topics in lesser time that is passed by. Now, starting on the discussion of news events, with the first news event being Niti Aayog and UNDP Handbook on Sustainable Urban Plastic Waste Management. Niti Aayog and UNDP have collaborated to promote a sustainable management of plastic waste in the country. The handbook is a repository of 18 case studies or best practices and examples from cities in India, which includes 4 from the Southeast Asia as well. It is divided into 4 major components, that being technical models of recycling, material recovery facilities, governance for effective plastic waste management, IEC, and digitization. These are the criteria on which this handbook is based in. It's going to enable the urban local bodies to learn from the successful business and service models and therefore plan an efficient plastic management in all their cities. Then we have a few one-liners. Adani Group has formally taken over the operation, management and development of the international airport of Thiruvananthapuram as well. Recently Jaipur was taken, now Thiruvananthapuram. Thiruvananthapuram International Airport is first of the 4 international airports which is based in Kerala, established in 1932, and up till now it's under Airports Authority of India and it has been given on lease to Adani Group for a duration of 50 years. Punjab Chief Minister Charanjit Chunni ji has launched a new scheme called Mera Ghar Mera Naam, which aims to confer proprietary rights on the people living in the house within the Lal Lakhir of villages and the cities. Land area which is a part of village habitation is used for non-agricultural purposes only is known as Lal Lakhir. The state government is going to undertake a drone survey of the residential property in both the rural areas and the urban areas for digital mapping, and then all the eligible residents are going to be given property cards after property ID or verification has been done, so that the proprietary rights can be given in a time-bound manner as well. So this property card will be a registry against which all the loans can be taken. Just like in Swamitva scheme we have e-property cards being given out, similar scheme for the Punjab state in particular has been launched. Government of Sri Lanka has sought a $500 million credit line from India to pay for its crude oil purchases as the country is facing severe foreign exchange crisis in the island nation after the pandemic had hit the nation's earnings from tourism and remittances. Recently, due to it being hit, Sri Lanka has been in need of the money, and therefore a credit line has been issued from India via India-Sri Lanka Economic Partnership, and they're going to use it for petrol and diesel requirements which they have been facing soon. Hubble Space Telescope Observatory, which is of NASA, have revealed the presence of a persistent water vapor in Europa. Europa is the icy moon of Jupiter. However, the presence of a water vapor atmosphere is found only in one hemisphere of this Europa. So, they are seeing if Europa's atmosphere can support life, but the part is that only one half of the hemisphere is showing that. And this is from the Hubble observations, which were from the duration of 1999 to 2015. Then we have legendary Canadian actor William Shatner, who has become the oldest person to go to space. He is a 90-year-old and was blasted into the space on the Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin rocket recently, with other passengers being Chris Buzian, William Shatner, Audrey Powers and Glenn DeVries. They had an 11-minute journey beyond Earth's atmosphere and then they were back. Then we have India, which has beaten Nepal again to win the 2021 SAFF Championship final title at National Football Stadium, which was organized in Maldives. The top scorer was Sunil Chhetri, who had a total of 5 goals in this whole championship. Also, this is the 8th SAFF Championship of India. So before this, we have won in 1993, then we won in 1997, then we won in 1999. After that, in 2005, then 2009, then 2011, then 2015, and now in 2021, we have it in our name again. Sunil Chhetri, he had scored his 80th international strike in this championship. Therefore, his score is equal to Lionel Messi, and therefore is the second highest goal scorer in international football among the active players of football. Reserve Bank of India has imposed a monetary penalty of 1 crore rupees on State Bank of India recently, and that has been imposed when SBI was found non-complying with the rules mentioned in the RBI in the fraud classification and reporting. Chief Minister of Punjab Charanjit Chinni ji, we have already seen about the Lal Lakir and the property cards. Team from 5th Battalion 54 Gorkha Rifles will represent India, and the Indian Army has won medal at the Cambrian Patrol Exercise, which was held in United Kingdom and was organized by UK Army itself. Sonar Comstar, which is an automotive technology company, has partnered with Future Skills Prime, which is the digital skilling initiative of Ministry of Electronics and IT, and National Association of Software and Service Companies, NASCOM. They have partnered to grant technical skills to all the employees. Then we have a joint Sea 2021 naval exercise organized between Russia and China, organized or hosted by Russia's Peter the Great Gulf in the Sea of Japan. Dr. Vivek Lal, he is an Indian-American scientist and has won a Lifetime Achievement Award at Ritosa Family Summits in Dubai. Divya Deshmukh has become India's first 21st woman Grandmaster after achieving her second international Grandmaster at Grandmaster in Budapest, Hungary. Imtiaz Ali is a director and producer and has been appointed as the brand ambassador of Russian Film Festival in India. Global TB report for 2021 was released by World Health Organization, according to which India is the worst hit country in terms of tuberculosis elimination. There was a reduction of about 20% in 2020 compared to 2019, but still a gap of 4.1 million has been seen. The work progress has gone back to the levels of 2012 in India, because we have observed 41% of the total case drop in 2020. Now, if we have a look at World TB Organization, in that the chairperson is Mansukh Mandaviya ji. He has taken over from Dr. Harshvardhan ji recently after the ministry shuffle had taken place. Takachar Innovations, an Indian project which recycles agricultural waste to fuel, has won Prince William Inaugural Earth Shot Prize, which is also known as an Eco-Oscar. Then we have Comrade Amit Rastogi ji, who is retired and has been appointed as Chairman and Managing Director of National Research Development Corporation. Rahul Dravid ji has been appointed as Team India's head coach, whereas Paras Mambre ji is the bowling coach and Vikram Rathore is the batting coach. Sabyasachi Das has been appointed as CEO of L&T EduTech. And with this, we'll be winding up the segment. I hope this session has been helpful. We'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.